Hi, Steve Sandner here. It's a holiday. Happy 4th of July, everybody. It's a work day for me, though. As a musician, you find yourself working on holidays. And tonight, I'm driving about 80 miles to Traverse City from my house to play at a jam session at the Workshop Brewing Company with some of my great friends and musicians. And it's also right in the middle of Traverse City Cherry Festival, so hopefully I'll find a place to park. But on that prelude, I'm just going to talk a little bit today about singing. So you want to be a singer? I'm surprised at how many people actually want to be a singer for a profession or for their main occupation. And people ask my advice occasionally, not often. Usually they ask me to accompany them because I have spent a good part of my career accompanying singers, dozens if not hundreds of singers over the years, and some great singers in all kinds of situations. And one of the first pieces of advice I will give a singer is, well, the first thing is obvious, is you've got to sing. Sing every day, sing, and then check yourself out, analyze yourself. Am I singing in tune? Am I singing with feeling and something like that? But the second thing is, I would advise, is to be able to accompany yourself. Get at least a little bit of facility on piano or guitar. And I think some of the great singers in music have been able to do that. For instance, Aretha Franklin was a piano player. Nina Simone played piano. Ray Charles played piano. Of course, the groups like the Beatles played their own instruments, played guitar and piano. I think it's just a good idea. I've given this advice to some singers and they go, oh, well, that's too hard. I have a natural ability at singing and I just want to go with that. Well, having a natural ability at singing is something that a lot of people have. Actually, I'm constantly amazed at some of the, we'll call them amateurs or non-professionals, sometimes have really great voices. There's a lot of competition out there. So if you're able to accompany yourself on piano or guitar, you're going to be above the rest of the crowd of excellent, talented singers. And if you don't play your own instrument, you might want to think of having some other talent or some other aspect to that'll frame your singing, like say you're able to arrange, or you're able to find gigs more easily than other musicians. That's very helpful. I'm usually hired by the singers that I play with. They are the ones who find the gigs. Or maybe you knowing a circle of great musicians. I've seen singers who are excellent singers, but there's a lot of excellent singers, and they were able to have a circle of friends who were excellent musicians and knew how to hire the right people. So if you have another talent or aspect that you're able to use besides just your singing, even though you're a great singer, that is very helpful too. Or if you're able, and then of course some of the more obvious things, it's nice to know what songs you know. I've actually accompanied some amateur singers, and even some possibly on professional level, I can't remember, but they'll come up to sing with me and say, okay, well, what song do you want me to sing? And I'll say, gosh, it's very difficult for me to pick the songs that you know because I don't know what songs you know. So I'll help him out. I'll try to suggest a song that maybe everybody knows, like At Last or It's Too Late, Baby, or something like that. And usually we can keep things smoothly running with a little help. Then it's also nice to know your keys. I mean, even professional singers sometimes don't know the keys they sing their songs in. The best professional singers, of course, do. Also, some singers will have their arrangements, a book of arrangements with them, and they'll have lead sheets. Either they write their own lead sheets, or sometimes they'll have me or some other piano player or accompanist write out lead sheets for them. Sometimes I'll get paid a little bit for this, but usually not. If it's helpful for the overall gig, I'll write out a lead sheet or two for a singer, And I imagine some of the singers collect their lead sheets like that. Then again, I've talked with Judy Roberts about this, who is also I consider myself a pretty good accompanist with singers because I've had so much experience. Judy Roberts, I've learned a lot from her watching her accompany singers. And she's made a comment one time. She goes, it's better sometimes just to go up without charts or lead sheets and just do it spontaneously. Do the arrangements as you go. If you're doing standards that are in the great group of the American Songbook standards that most singers will know, you can pick out the standards and just wing it with your own arrangements, and that actually can work out better sometimes. So there's a few tips for up-and-coming singers. I've worked with some great singers lately. I worked with Aga Zarian, who was a European Jazz Singer of the Year for, I think, 7 years in a row, and she was phenomenal. I may have some more stories about her in the future because that was an interesting experience unto itself last summer in June of 2016 at a private party. In Sedona, the little town that I live in, has a group of amazing singers. Rosemary Chavez, who, by the way, knows how to play piano and accompany herself, does some of her gigs on piano. Susanna Martin, Chandra Jefferson, I'm probably leaving somebody out. Gail Kennedy, and I did a little local TV access spot that is posted on my Facebook artist page, facebook.com/Steve Sandner, all lowercase, no spaces. So thanks for watching. I hope some of you will. Another singer I just worked with at the Grand Hotel was Catherine Loisel, this very young singer who shows a lot of talent. And it was delightful first of all, that she came up to sit in with me and do it without a microphone, and of course not expecting any extra pay. It was just a fun thing. And she sings with the Grand Hotel Orchestra this summer, 2017, on Mackinac Island. So anyway, thanks for watching and thanks for listening, and good luck with your singing career.